me, Mario. Hello.
Hey, what's going on? This is Mario 64. Super Mario 64. Yeah. I love this game. This is one of the best games ever. One of the best games ever made. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Mario? Here. Gotta play around. So, it's really hard to explain what this game is. Because I just want to enjoy it. I don't really want to talk about it right now. You know, talk about how old it is and stuff like that. Because look what you can do. This is the beginning, and this is the first thing that I ever did. Like, this is the first thing that I did when I got this game, so let's do that. First thing. I realized a lot of things. Like, you can move this stick around. This is the first time I'd ever found out what I'd ever seen an analog stick. 'Cause first time ever, you know, ever touching an N64 controller. Because I'm talking about the day the N64 came out. It's the first time I played this game. And I didn't know that you could hold the things. I was just doing this. And then my dad was like, hey, you could press the right thing. The R. Hold the little R, the button on the side. And you can hold it. Because when he had the controller for a little bit, that's what happened. He grabbed it and he held the little button. Oh. So there's lots of different things you can do. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. And oh, Mario. This squishing his face. Oh, look at Mario. Oh, hello. Let me squish your cheek. You've been such a good little boy. Oh, Mario. Yeah, Mario 64 is... yeah. One of the best games ever. Like, so many people have called this game, like, the best game ever, and that's just... it doesn't even matter. Like, this... when I first played it, it was something different. Like, I didn't think about, oh, this person, what this person thinks or what this person thinks. I was just like, all about me, right? It's all thinking about from your perspective, and I don't know, you just stuff like this, from my point of view right now, just the music, like just listening to the music is like ridiculous. It has like a ridiculous effect because it's like really good music, and you could remember the exact time where you like first listened to it and all the different memories and the things that have happened in between. So like it starts, like the game starts to take the role of life or whatever, or the game starts to make you think about life in general, and life in your entire life or whatever, like what happened in between and stuff like that, or how you were back then. Like in my case, I was a 4-year-old when I first played this. I was 4 years old. It's like literally the first thing that I can remember at a point in time. So this is probably the game. This is the game that helped me, or this is the first thing like that I remember in my life, really.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Just listen to the sound. like, what's this guy? Who's that person? Like, dear Mario, I'd bake a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. I didn't read any of that. It says, hello, you can use the analog stick, and... oh. It's crazy. I love this game. First thing I did, played this, walked around. Like the moment when, like the little note and stuff when Princess Peach is like, dear Mario, please come to the castle. Like, I remember that perfectly. So, on the N64, there were 4 buttons. Like C, up and down, left and right. And that's taken place on the analog stick nowadays. But back then, good old up, down, left, right, C buttons. Yeah. I love the N64 though. Because like this stuff over here, it was basically, it was seen as like space age stuff. Like, how could this be possible? Like what my dad said the first time, like when he got an N64 because he thought it was ridiculous. It was like just the fact that I could do 3D, like at that point in time, something that can do 3D graphics was ridiculous. It was like, he said it was like, it would probably be more realistic that someone put something, put a person onto Mars, you know? Like at that point in time, like, you know, people went to the moon and stuff, so it was probably more realistic to hear that someone went to Mars than that they figured out how to make a world in a computer. And to do it, like, for something that you could buy and play a game, like, I don't know. Basically, the N64 was ridiculous when it first came out. Good afternoon, the Lakido Bros here, reporting live from just outside Princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameramen will be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at surroundings, stop and press C up C. Press A to resume play, switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review those instructions. I didn't look at any of that when I first played. I was just like, oh, this guy stopped you. Like, I thought that I was just like, hey. So yeah, when the N64 first came out, it was like, holy shit, you can do games that look like this now? So it's kind of like, I don't like The Witcher 3 now, or something like that. No, like later on in time it'll seem even more dated, but like, whatever the craziest game with the craziest graphics is right now, it's like something like that, except it was this. And what came before it were like 2D stuff, so like the way you made the games were completely different. So it's not just like, oh, look at the way the light shines through the trees. You know, that doesn't really change the way the game plays, you know? Like from Oblivion to Skyrim, literally like nothing changed. Besides like the way the game looks and little extra things that they decided to put in. It's like Grand Theft Auto 4 to 5. I wonder what's gonna happen in the future. But this right here, this pretty much is the biggest gap ever. And I don't think there's ever gonna be a bigger gap between two different things, you know? Between like the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. From doing just 2D stuff. They tried to do they actually did a few 3D things on the Super Nintendo with the Mode 7 stuff, but I had no idea about any of that stuff. First time playing this game, I ran right in there, and And I don't know why I'm really talking about the game that much. Just to get it out of the way, really. Just get all the talking out of the way. Let's just play the game, really. Because there's so much to explore. Like, you're Mario, and you're just like, oh, what the hell? You walk around, you have to go into the castle because Princess Peach told you to, but then you walk in. Ah, welcome, no one's home. Scram. You hear that sound. You hear this music. And it's like, oh, what's this place? And this place turns into home. It's home for many a gamers. Many people around the world. And it's like, it's the reason, like, a lot of people ended up, like, loving games forever. And it's something that, like, I don't know if, I'm really not sure if people, like, that are kids today have an experience like this to look back on, or anything. Like, is there something that people that are kids today have experienced that's anywhere on the same level as this? Like, what did I just do? I just realized that I was talking as I did it. I just walked up to the painting and jumped through it. And look at the first level. Course 1. You're smack in the middle of a battlefield. You'll find the Power Star Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. Blah, I can't read. First, talk to the Bombon buddy. Press B to talk. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, stop, face them, press B, press A or B to scroll ahead. I don't know why I'm reading it now, because I didn't read it before. And you don't need to read it to figure this shit out. Because I didn't read it when when I first played these games, I never read any of that stuff. I was like, okay, if you have to read something to, like, seriously, if you have to read something to figure out how to play the game's not good. That's just what I thought when I was a little kid, because I was 4 years old. And that's just kind of how I've thought ever since. It's kind of weird to say that I think the same as since I was 4. But anyways, I should talk about the painting thing, because that is something I would have never jumped in the painting when I first got this game. I would have walked around and been like, blah blah blah, you know, look at this, I'm walking around in Mario. But it's when you walk up to the painting and you see it jiggle, you know, like water or whatever, like ripple, like, oh, jump in. And it wasn't me that first jumped in, it was my dad that first jumped in. So just want to mention that. You talk to these guys, they go blah 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 blah. They say stuff. This song right here, if you listen to this song, it's really good. But it's not like, it's not something that I paid attention to the first time I played this game, because it's just something that, it just has part of the game, you know, it's just part of the atmosphere or whatever as you're playing it. Just like the sounds, you know, like, oh yeah, I remember when Mario went woohoo, you know, I remember that time when Mario went woohoo. Yeah, Goombas. But this music, like, when you compare it to other things, it's kind of like, oh my god, this is really good. It's weird. Just within here, like, it's you could easily overlook it and not see it as special, because it's just part of the world. And I think it's better that way, if you just experience it for the way it is. Because it's not like you should go, oh, this is special and stuff. You should just experience it. Instead of, like, spending the time to praise it, you should spend the time to just re-experience the same thing again. If it was really that good, you know? Because, think about it, like, a bad experience in your life is kind of like, isn't that less good than Mario 64? So wouldn't you rather be playing Mario 64? You know, like, because Mario 64 is a thing in real life. So what makes it any, I don't know, like what makes Mario 64 any less real than you? Alright, so what makes Mario 64, a video game, any less real than a bad experience that you had, right? So if you take that idea further, like, Mario 64 is a hell of a lot better than a lot of experiences in everyone's life. So that's why everyone should experience Mario 64, because it's one of the best things that exists, really, and we can all share that experience. Like, how many times can you say to someone, here, this is an exact replica of an experience I've had? You know, it's like, here, experience the exact same thing I experienced. Go seek out Mario 64 and play it for yourself. It's one of the best things you'll ever do. See that? I didn't walk up the thing at first. I went right up there. Why? Because you could. And it's really hard to play this game, like, from a fresh point of view, because every single thing in this game is, like, something that teaches you something. And if you're playing it, like, when you're a 4-year-old, like, it's like one of the best tutorials ever of gaming and everything. But a lot of things that fly by your head really quick are, like, the ideas of, like, hey, this is the first time anyone's ever, like, even thought of making you adventure. So as you adventure from that starting point up to here, like, here, let's look across. Let's zoom in. You start down there, you walk up that ramp. It's like one of those things, you know, they make a world for you to run in, and they see, oh, will the person understand that you have to go up there to reach the next stage, you know? I never thought about that when I was a little kid, but when they're making this game, think about it, like, this is the first time you're ever running around, and all you're doing is running around and just running, like, around, you know, just a straight pathway, and then you see a place that's a little bit, like a little small path, and you walk through there, and it leads to another big area, right? And then you walk down this path, and it leads to an end. That's it. Like, seriously, what else can you do in a 3D game? But since it was the first time, like, this is the first time that they ever did that, it was so fresh. And, like, Mario, the way he runs, you know, how he runs just the right amount, you know, it's really hard to understand how perfect it is. Like, how high he jumps, and how he can triple jump. All those different things. If you had a game where you ran around in 3D and it wasn't as good, like, it would make the game not as good. So, for a very first experience, this is basically the best. It's just like Mario, like the NES Mario. It's pretty much the best 2D game you can ask. Well, like, not really the best 2D game, it's like the best introduction. Because if it was the first time you'd ever played a 2D game and it was something else, like there were certain Sega 2D games that were really shitty, and if you played those instead of Mario, that would have sucked. Like they don't play as good, like Alex Kidd or whatever, like those types of games, like I played them for like 2 seconds and didn't want to. Yeah, let's just walk up to the end and push him off. This is one of the first things I ever thought, like, isn't that how you kill him? You gotta throw him off a high cliff so he breaks. Because I threw him down once, like and then nothing happened, right? I don't know. That was just the way I thought. But then he says, you must fight with honor. It's against Royal Roost to throw your king out of the ring. It's so weird. But yeah, if you were playing a game like Crash Bandicoot, I don't know, like, I never played Crash until much later in life, but it was because I never had a PlayStation. But I remember, like, a lot of people being big fans of, like, Crash and Spyro and stuff, and I thought Spyro was okay, but nothing as good as Mario, and Crash, like, oh my god, not good. In this game, this is the perfect introduction. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, if your first, like, 3D game was like a Spyro or a Crash, that's something, but if your first 3D game is Mario, it's different. Like, Mario 64, it's like, I don't know, I just don't see, like, if you played Crash Bandicoot and that was your first 3D game, I don't know, like, it wouldn't have had as much of a impact on gaming, but Mario 64 is like, it was perfectly done, and it, like, I don't know. Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bomb King? You must be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here's a star, I promised. What? So there's a star. And this is one of the things that I'm talking about. It's as if the thing I was just trying to figure out just got an answer by the star. This little reward. This is like, there's like over 100. You don't need to get 100 stars in the game to beat it, but if you get 120, then there's like a little thing at the end. A little extra thing, and I ended up doing that, but... So talking about Crash and stuff like that, it's just, I don't think you get a Crash game and be like, oh yeah, gaming's the greatest thing ever, I love gaming, you know, like it's... Like, people who, like, I don't know, like, Mario gave you, like, it was like a trip or something like that. It was like, it's like giving someone drugs without giving them drugs. Like, Mario, like, I don't think I would have ever loved games as much as I love games right now if it wasn't for Mario 64 being such a good game. I probably wouldn't be a musician, or I don't know. Well, I probably would be. Well, I probably wouldn't like have the appreciation for certain things in the way that I do if it wasn't for this game and what's about to happen right after I grab this star. And that's why I don't want to grab the star yet. I just want to talk about what's gonna happen after you grab that star, because it changes your life, really. Like, the first experience of this, like, this first time you play this game, it will change your life. And I don't know if that's for everyone, because a lot of people I know, just don't, they can experience the same things I do and not appreciate them the same way, so that's why I don't know if everyone feels the same, but this thing is, it's about the music, really. Like, that's something that I realized later. As simple as this game is, the music is what keeps it alive, you know, it's weird things, but this game is like, it's something that will make you,
Here we go!
it's something that will like make you think a lot. You'll spend a lot of time, and at the end of it, you'll think back on the adventure. And what this game makes you do while you play the whole game is what you should do with your whole life, in certain ways. And then once you look back on it, you're like, oh, I remember that time. You like, oh, you like are happy about certain things, and then you realize that that's the thing that you want to do. Like, I don't know, like, well, you find something that you like, and then you pursue it, right? So that's what this game is about, right? Because you like the game and you keep playing it, but at the end of it, like, there's some sort of like reward, but there's also like, there's like this other thing that you can't really explain. Like, it encapsulates the journey. It like, it's all about the music. I really don't know.
Let's go.
I really don't know. King Koopa. Where'd he go? Where'd he just go? Where'd he go? Oh, he jumped down there. Go. Oh, yeah. Yes. Go. Go. Ah. Damn it. Yeah, it's really hard to talk and think at the same time. Because, like, the way you think and the way you talk are completely different, obviously. It's way easier to appreciate things if you don't talk. That's the funny thing. So if you really want to appreciate something, just don't talk. I guess that's yeah, that's the truth, really. Because now we're gonna get to the end, and we're gonna realize that it was a total failure. Oh shit. Oh my god. I don't know if this is a failure or not. Oh, look, the time stopped. Oh man. I really don't know if this is a good thing or not, the way recording it this way. Yeah, oh crap. Oh shit. Oh. No way. No way. Fuck. Boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so this music is just so good. I don't know why. So one thing I never realized until I just stood in here one day, I was just like, it just happened. Yeah. What about that? I thought it was like a secret. Like, I thought I found a secret that, like, brought me to another world. The first time I had ever done that. And then I walked out, I looked down, and I'm like, no, I'm higher up. So now, what happens is, it's over. I have no idea what to do. You have to actually exit the game. You have to exit the course. This is one of those things, like, you really can't reenact you can't, like, re-encapsulate the experience first time playing this. But,
Let's go.
like, any way you play it, it's not gonna, like, make it the same. But it's just one of those things that if this is the first thing that you ever play, jeez, like, I don't know if that's like the start of like a great life or what, or the greatest start ever. Like, I don't fucking know. It's just the way I look at it. It's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, woohoo, whippy. Come on. Oh. Come on. Oh, no, no. I know. I'm gonna lose. Alright, let's play this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna play get as far as we can.
해고.
Wow. Alright. What's up, dog? Hello, hello. You must be fast enough to beat me. Don't go. Yes, go. Okay. Bow. Alright. Go. I'm always thinking about, like, every single time, like, I play this game and I start a new file, I always think about, I should just go get that star from the little guy that's, like, hidden behind a little cage. I always think about getting that one first. Oh. Come on. And whenever you get close to that, it just doesn't... They don't fall down anymore. That was like one of the first times I was like, hey, Nintendo, I know you're just a video game. Yeah. I love it when you can... I love it you can do that. Oh. Alright, where is he? Come on. Huff Puff. You're a fast human blur. Here you are. You've won it. Fairsies and squaresies.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Got a second one. 2 stars. So the beginning of this game is always like... Alright, got 6 lives, 2 stars. You're Mario. And you could do anything. Walk onto this. Yeah. Reacting to the star power, the door slowly opens. Yeah. What is it? You can kick off the wall. I think. What is it? Come on. I think it was like really, really hard to do. Yeah, there you go. See? It was so hard to do. Look at his smile. That's like the one thing that I always like remember. It's just looking at his smile and the... Oh, it's Bowser who stole the stars. I saw him with my own eyes. He's hidden 6 stars in each course. Only 6? I thought there's more. But you won't find them all. Unless you press the cap switches. The stars you found show on the blah blah blah. I can't read when I'm 4, so... Why did I care? You know what's the funny thing? I actually could read when I was 4, so you could suck my balls. Like, looking at that going, oh, what's that? Course. COURSE. This game, it just, cause look, it was like a couple of words, and it was like, the game was called Mario, so you'd learn how to spell Mario and read Mario, and then you'd read other things too. Basically, first thing you read is the instruction book, and then you read the text in the game, and that's how you learn how to read when you're a kid. And if you don't let your kids play games, then you're really, really a bad parent. It's really sad. Okay, I don't know why. I really don't know why people don't just let their kids be happy more often. Because a lot of people are nice. Everyone's a nice person. Every single person is a nice person. There is not one person that is really... everyone who does a bad thing is still... You know, they're still... Like, everyone's laughed. Let's explore. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Okay. Mario. Oh. So you know what Mario likes, eh? Mario likes the mushrooms. He likes the magical world of the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario likes the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's got two red coins. Oh, whoa. This game is still fun to play today because it is a perfect game. It's fucked up. Oh. I love these get squished. Like, it's one of those things, it's like, why the fuck? They could like just make another game like this, you know, just the same premise. Like, that's all I want from Nintendo, is just another 3D game with the same premise. Oh. It's just so magical. Listen to the music. Listen to the music. Oh. This game had great music. And all these little things. Like, you know, it only had 4 megabytes of memory. 4 megabytes of memory, like RAM. Whatever people... Megabytes. Yeah, of RAM. It's crazy. For the whole thing. To store everything. Like, you know, like, there's lots of pictures that are... You know what I mean? Like, like, you can take a picture that's bigger than 4 megabytes very, very easily, and all the pictures, like, the textures, like, the wall, like, the picture of the wall and stuff, are called textures, or, like, basically every picture of everything in this game is less than that, and all the sounds, and all the code, it's fucked up. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Shaboom. That was so perfect. Alright. I would go up here and do this. But... watch. Watch what happens.
Mamma mia!
Alright, guess what? Let's explore some more. Go back to the middle. So there's so many places. We haven't even, like, walked up to any of the other doors. We just walked into that door. I bet you want to look around. Let's spend some more time in this game later. I'll see you later. Peace.